Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again, and in this video I'm going to solve your problem of speaking in English. Of course, we all have fear of speaking in English, right? And I have made some of the videos upon it. You can watch out for your knowledge, I would say, and so that you will be able to speak English. Yes, so in this video I would tell that how can I get a confidence while speaking English. See, actually we have an idea of speaking in English, but however we do not have a confidence. So in this video I would say what are the ways by which you can speak English, right? So first I would say listen and repeat. Listen and repeat, which means first you need to listen, and there are multiple things which are available on social media, on YouTube, on Google, so by which you can pick out any audiobooks or anything and just try out imitate. I know at the beginning it would be difficult, but you would be ending up means in the habit of speaking in English. Okay, so it was the first step, I would say. Let's move on to the second step. So in the second step I would say just talk to yourself. Of course, it is a very brilliant idea which I told you right now, and I always shared that please talk to yourself wherever you are, means whatever topic you have, no matter, means wherever you are in your English, what is your level, doesn't matter, just talk to yourself. In this way you will be analyze yourself, or you will be able to be confident at speaking English. Okay, so it was a second, I would say, and I always suggest you, right? Because most of the people actually they have a fear of being judged here and there, they think. So that's why talk to yourself, it is a very means good idea, I would say, and many people apply and it works 100%. Let's move on to the another tip, I would say, that find a friend. Once you talk to yourself, once you have imitate that how other people speak, and try to assume all of the people wherever you go, doesn't matter if you speak or not, but observation is a great thing, I would say. Whenever you go, just try to observe that what kind of body language and what kind of structure, what kind of words other people are using, and by which you can imitate and you can learn, right? So by observation, I would say, try to learn each and everything. Let's move on to the next point, I would say. So read out loud. I always highlight this point, that always read and write, because reading ability, which is something that could lead to be at a good speaker, because at a reading, I would say, you will be able to practice, you will be able to practice your muscle, your mouth, right? Because right now you are not in the habit of speaking in English, but after some time, of course, you would be in the habit of speaking in English. So it is a very great idea, I would say. Please read out loud. Okay, now let's move on to the next point, I would say. Just watch English channels. You won't believe that English channels, which is something which would enhance your English as well as your knowledge, because first thing, you are getting two things at a one time. What would happen? First of all, you do not have any knowledge about the other thing, right? That what is happening around the world. But when you listen the news, at least you will be trying to understand. And English should be only in Hindi. Sorry, only in English. Yes, of course, it was a biggest mistake. Please, English means those news channels should be only in English. There are multiple channels, right? You can follow them. And always listen only in English. Don't go for your mother tongue language, right? I know, means at the beginning it would be difficult, you will not be able to understand their accent. But after some time, of course, you would be in a habit. So try for 1 month, or try for 10 days, try for 15 days, and after that, see yourself. You would be able to see a tiny change in yourself. So always go for the news channel, and don't watch, I always suggest you this web series and movies, because there would be no dialogues at all. There would be only activities. And by those activities you will be able to understand. It is not going to happen, because at the beginning it is very tough and it is very difficult to understand that what kind of activities you will be able to understand, but you will not be able to understand their accent. And they speak kind of, I would say, at a very fastest way, because they are a kind of fluent. So you will not be able to understand. And you can do is, if you want to listen any podcast, any audiobook, so go for your accent. For example, you are from India, so you can always listen those people, because in India there are multiple people, right? They have an accent like you. so you will be able to understand in your accent. Don't go for this Britain and for American. Of course they have their own accent, however they would speak English like you, but even though you will not be able to understand. So as I shared some of the point, right, that how can I get confidence in English, the last point I would say, please don't be afraid of making mistakes, because we are human beings. We are always going to make a mistakes, but the thing is we are going to learn from those mistakes. So never ever focus on your mistakes and always try to analyze that what kind of mistakes I have made. See, actually there are multiple people, they make mistake, but after that they learn from their mistakes. So I would say you also have to learn from your mistakes wherever you made in your grammatically or in your facial expressions, just improve that. So that's what I wanted to share in this video, that how can I get confidence in English. Most of the people, they have problem of being judged and all. So always be confident and speak whatever you want, and don't think that other person is going to judge you or other person is going to laugh at you. It is not going to happen. It could happen at the beginning, just you need to focus on those people. Do not focus for your mistakes. I already told you. So that's what I wanted to share. I hope you like this video. If you did, so please like, share and subscribe.